Girl, look in the mirror. Man, you're so dirty. Yeah, you look so dirty. You were never worthy. Lately, it's you.
Welcome to the Jeremy Hill Show. If you're easily triggered, leave now, because this is not the show for you. Now, what I'm going to be talking about is a topic of discussion, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to talk about women, modern women, black women in particular, issue with short men. I want to say that is one of the most pettiest, dumbest preferences that women have. And before you say, Jay, you must be short, no, I'm 6'1". 6'1" or 6.5, wherever I get measured is one of those two, okay? So I'm not what you would call a short man. I'm standing up for the shorter men, what I'm doing here. So what I'm going to do is play some clips. I'm going to give you some facts, data, and statistics when it comes to height of men and height of women, okay? And we're going to talk about this because this is one of the things that are keeping women away from good men. It's because of a silly height preference, okay? Now, when you meet a woman or you text a woman, you meet her online, she want to know how tall you are, gentlemen. When you tell her that, turn around and you text her, how much does she weigh? And I promise you, she's going to get upset. She's going to feel very uncomfortable about that, right? So it's your preference. You want a woman to have a certain weight, right? So they want a man of a certain height. It shouldn't be an issue of sharing that information with one another, all right? Now, let me go ahead and play this for y'all. Give me 1 second as I pull it up on the screen. All right, let's get it. Where is it at? There it is.
There is nothing about a man's height that is going to make him a better husband, father, love you better, show up for you, support you, pour into your cup. What about size, Alex?
That's true. It doesn't matter about height. There are some men out there that are 5 feet, 5 foot, 5'8", whatever, that will put something on your ass, that will fight for you, that will stand up for you, that will protect their children and family. I'm talking about short men who are gainfully employed, who are very educated, who have white collar jobs, who have trades underneath their belts, blue collar jobs. There are great men that are below 6 foot. And just because a man is 6 foot tall doesn't mean just because a man is 6 foot tall doesn't mean that he will protect you. There are some scary men that's over 6 feet tall. There are some cowards that's over 6 feet tall. There are some bums that are over 6 feet tall. There are some men who have multiple baby mamas that are 6 feet tall. So you got good and bad on both sides. I don't want you to think that everybody that's over 6 feet, myself included, are perfect men, because we are not. There are great men that are short, and this woman is breaking it down and telling it to you. Let's go ahead and hear it again.
What you pour into your cup.
What about size, Allison? What about size?
Right, so that height, I get it. It's primal. It's like, if he's tall, if he's fit, if he's big, I feel protected. But do you know how many useless is tall and big, and they will not protect you? They will not. They're not going to protect your heart, your spirit, your mind, your family, your womb. We need to be more mindful of making better choices about human beings and how they show up for you in your life, and not how they show up on a runway or walking down the street.
That was factual. Now let me give you some data, facts, and statistics about this issue of height, and then we're gonna get back to the reaction video. I want to hit you out with some numbers and stuff too. So I gotta say this: even because a man is over 6 foot tall, that doesn't mean he got 12 inches of ding dong either. There's gonna be some gentlemen that's 5'4" that have 12 inches of ding dong. So y'all associate and attach so much BS towards being tall or short, and you're missing out on the man of your dreams because of a very petty preference. That's not gonna do nothing for you. That's not gonna put food on the table. It has nothing to do with protecting you. It's like they used to say, it's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog. So the height doesn't matter as much as you want to. It's just a preference. But sometimes you're gonna have to, your type, most times women, your type is not the best type for you anyway, because you choose Pookie, Ray Ray, Nook Nook. Most times they 6'3", 6'2", 6'1", and they ain't doing you good. Sometimes your type, even for men, even for me, I don't have women with the big old booties. But as I grew older in age, I realized some women, when it comes to their booty, the bigger the problems and bigger trauma come with them hoes. So like, I've learned to kind of switch up my type, my preference that's going to best suit me. And that's what a lot of you women have to do. Now, let me go ahead and put this on the screen for you. Make sure you can see it first. Okay. This is talking about the men, okay? Now, I asked 14.5%. In the United States population, approximately 14.5% of all men are 6 foot or over. Roughly 1% of U.S. women are 6 feet tall or taller. 14.5% of men in the United States are 6 foot and over. So you're knocking out over 90% of men when you say you just want a man that is taller. When you say you want a man that's 6 foot and above, you are canceling out over 90% of good men, possibly good men out there. This is why you're having a hard time finding men, because you are canceling out possible great men. Now, let me put this on there. Now listen to this. According to Very Well, it says the average height for men in America is 5 feet 9 inches. That's the average height of men. And I run into them all the time because I'm over 6 foot. I see it all the time. And it says that's a bit more than average male height worldwide, which is 5 feet 7.5 inches. Okay. Genetics play the biggest role in height differences, which explains why some races are shorter or taller. For example, the average Asian male height in the U.S. is 5 feet 6.8 inches. However, health, nutrition, and socioeconomic factors can also impact height. Okay? The average man, black, white, Indian, whatever, is 5 feet 7.5 inches. See, I happen to fall into the 14.5% of men that are 6 feet and above. Okay? But there's not a lot of us out there nationwide in America. Period. Now, look at this right here. It says, how tall are men across the world? The global mean height of adult men born in 1996 is 171 centimeters, which is 5 feet and 7.5 inches. That's globally. That's around the world. The average of height when it comes to men is 5 feet 7.5 inches, and you steady saying that you want a man that is 6 and above. It's harder for you. Okay? Now, let's keep going. It says, there are also clear differences between regions. Men tend to be shorter South Asia. They tend to be shorter in South Asia, while they tend to be taller in Europe and Central Asia. Okay. Let's go ahead and keep going. Now, I'm going to show you a woman. Some of you women are taller than your average height anyway. The average height of a woman, average worldwide, is 5'4". And some of you have some women that are taller than that. And you're going to still want someone that's taller than you. And I just gave you the numbers of how hard it is for you to find. Let me play this black woman who act like a fool behind that. Oh, yeah, this is for educational purposes. Hold on. Man, it's raining hard outside. There we go.
Before I go inside, I just need to say this. I went into 3 clubs tonight. 3. I could see over everybody. I could see east to west. I mean, I bumped one man. I said, excuse me.
She said that she met, for one thing, I wouldn't want to be with a woman who went to 3 clubs in a row in one night anyway. It says a lot to me about you. 3 clubs a night, you stink anyway. Another thing about her, she said she bumped into a man that was shorter than her, and this was her response.
I mean, I bumped one man. I said, excuse me. It's nothing personal to you, short man, but I was like, bitch, if you don't get your Jack in the Beanstalk giant ass up out of here, if you don't get your WNBA ass up out of here, if I find out we're going to be in the New Testament and one of you mangy hoes then did something so fucking bad that God stopped making tall men, bitch, I'm going to fight you like I'm going to fight Eve. Because what was worth it? It's like God don't even make tall men no more. It was.
See? You see the ignorance of today's modern day woman? It's not the fact that there's not tall men. It's a fact that there's a scarcity mindset of them, or there's a shortage of tall men because the numbers tell you what's tall and what's not out there. Now, let me give you the numbers behind women height, because she says she's taller than everyone in the club, so she has to be over 5'4". That's the average for a woman, okay? You got some that are taller, but the average height is that. So let me go ahead and show you the women's height, and we're going to get to that right now. Make sure it's on your screen. All right, it says here, when it comes to these women now, it says roughly 1% of U.S. women are 6 feet tall or taller, okay? The research found that 10% of men are 6 feet or taller globally. So 1%, okay, just 1% of women are 6 feet tall, and they still gonna want a man that's 6'4". Now, here it is right here. It says, is it normal for a girl to be 6 feet tall. 6 feet is extremely tall for a woman. A majority of men aren't even 6 feet. In the US, the average height for a woman is 5'4", and a man is 5'10". You would be 8 inches taller than the average woman and 2 inches taller than the average man. If you're a woman and you're 6 foot, you're 2 inches taller than the average man, and you're still gonna be complaining that you can't find a tall man when there's only 14.5% of men in the world that are over 6 feet tall. And most likely those men are already gonna be wifed up or have girlfriends of their own. Everybody is not gonna have the height of an NBA basketball player. So you're gonna have to just change your preferences around or die by yourself. I got some more to show you. You know how the gentleman gone rogue do. I'm gonna let this lady tell you about it too. But a lot of y'all want to say, "Oh, Jay, you crazy, oh Jay." Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I'm in the 6 foot category. I'm above 6 foot. But I know there's gonna be some idiot. You must be 6 feet. Nah, you fool. Now listen to what this white lady had to say.
Imagine that your filters are a bouncer and they're determining who gets into your club, except in this metaphor, your club is your dating app. Well, guess what? Your club is empty because you're filtering out 86% of men. Only 14% of men in the United States are 6 feet or taller. There are so many great guys out there who are under 6 feet tall. How about Timothy Chalamet, George Clooney, Jeremy Allen White, Bad Bunny? There are so many great guys out there who are under 6 feet tall. So throw away this filter and start over.
Exactly what I said. Throw away your filter and start over. Redo it. Petty asses. I'm gonna let you hear this gentleman and we're gonna be out of here. It's raining real bad out here today. God dang, it might mess up my signal. I might have to chill out today.
All right, listen. In 2023, it's hard being a short man. I promise to God it is. Every time I talk to a new chick, I ain't lying. I'm 6'2" in real life. But every time I talk to a new chick,
he said he's 6'2" in real life.
A new chick, I ain't lying. I'm 6'2" in real life. But every time I talk to a new chick, for some reason I test them. I do like the short test. I be like, yeah, man, I'm shorter than you, I'm 5'4", I'm 5'3", stuff like that, right? So this one time, I'm gonna put it on the screen. So this one time I told a chick, like, yeah, I'm 5'3". She told me she was 5'4", so I'm like, I gotta go under you. She hit me with the, oh. That's all she said was, oh. And I was like, damn, like, they don't really rock with short men like that. Like, it's scandalous, bro. They don't be showing no mercy. And just in case y'all think I'm lying, I'm up it on the screen. So I had asked her, I said, how tall are you? She said, like 5'4". I said, dang, you taller than me, right? Right. She said, I, with a dash. She said, there's no way that's true. She said, so you're shorter than me? With the and I'm like, shit, yeah, sadly. She said, so what's your exact height? I said, I'm 5'3". She said, oh, bro, hey, it's hard. That almost killed my confidence, and I was capping the whole time. I'm like, damn, like, is that how it feels, bro? Is that how it feels, bro? Damn.
Nah, he's 6-some foot, and I believe him when he said that. He don't look like a short dude in the car, but I ain't talking about his height. I believe what he said about the experience he had with that lady, because I've gone through that, especially if you're online or something like that. You talking to somebody or whatever like that. That's one of the things a woman asks you: how tall are you? Off the rip, how tall are you? They don't ask you about your character. Don't ask you. That may come later on, not the character, but what you do for a living. You know what I mean, stuff like that. But most times I hear how tall are you before I hear anything else. Before I hear, do you have any kids? Before I hear that you ever been married? Before what do you do? Majority of the time they leave with how tall are you. That don't mean shit. And I'm telling you that as a 6'1" man, 6 foot and 1, 6'1" man. Excuse me. I'm telling you, man, that don't mean shit, man. I don't seen a bunch of sorry men that's 6'5". I have a half brother that's 6'4", and my other brother, my other half brother, he about 6'2", 6'3". But I'm gonna tell you, that don't mean shit. I've seen shorter men with greater integrity and honor than taller men. So y'all need to get that shit straight, man. Y'all crazy, bro. Anyway, I hope this make the shorter men feel good with this video, and I hope this educated some of you women out there who are really just petty, missing out on a good future with a shorter man, when the majority of all men are below 6 foot. You should be ashamed of yourself, man. You must have got that from your mama or some shit. Anyway, y'all have a good day. You let me know what you think about this in the comments. I know I started a little early today, but it's raining really bad out here. I'm gonna try to get one more video out because I think it's gonna mess with the the signal out here. So not the way things are going. But anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good one now. You hear?